Hey, Tim Sykes here, and it is a Friday afternoon. Just wanted to review lessons from today and this week and how you can actually maximize this weekend. I finished up just a little under 5 grand today, 25K on the week. Remember, 100% of my trading profits this month are going to help Lebanon. They had a giant explosion. A few hundred people have been killed, several thousand injured, up to 300,000 homeless. It's really terrible. And so it's my honor to try to help. Just like, June and July, I donated my profits nearly $400,000, which is crazy, or nearly $380,000. I'm going to be specific. I don't even want to exaggerate. But I think it was like 372,000 to be exact. But that goes very far in Yemen, and I'll detail where all the donations are going to. Because when the market closes, I start talking with charities. That's my life these days. But thank you, everybody who's participated in our Lebanon fundraiser. Just in 3 days, I mean, over 12,000 people have raised $300,000 plus. Add that to, my 25,000 so far this month. Hopefully, we can keep going. I'd like to donate, 400,000. We'll see how the month progresses and how this fundraiser progresses. But it's my honor, and I like donating because I want you to see what's possible. Just like with this photo, right? This was me in Tulum a few months ago, and I was trading right by the pool. It was actually pretty amazing. So I need to inspire you to help you understand, why should you even study on the weekends, right? Like, most people are like, oh, the market's closed on the weekends, no work, no study, let's just have fun. Well, first of all, it's kind of a scary world right now, so it's tough to have too much fun. It's actually better to stay in, or if you have a pool in Tulum like this. And I linked my new 30-day boot camp. This is going to be the link right under this video. I want every single one of you who are watching this to sign up. It is such a good deal, 30 days. And you get bonuses, and you're going to get taken to this page. You just have to click this red button. And it is so important that you go through each and every video, because this actually took my team and I several months to put together with Matt Monaco, one of my upcoming challenge students, who also made 20,000 plus this week. And before we started filming this, he wasn't even making 20,000 in a month. And last month he made 50,000. In July, in June, he made 90,000, and in May he made 50,000. So that was right at while we were filming this, which was actually pretty crazy. So you're gonna love it. When you do sign up, you'll get this message: congratulations, you're in. And I like that students like Nate are tweeting me. Tweet at me. Whenever you're starting, I like seeing this stuff, and I love hearing from my students. Before I review my actual trades today, let me just give a few props to a few students who are really studying and putting in the time. Doc Bryan, most profitable week yet, 7 grand, and he made plenty of mistakes. He's very humble. I like this. Jack Kellogg, who, I don't even know what to say. I make fun of him wearing his chain on the outside of his shirt, but he's now up $750,000, 750,000 in profits, and he made 2 grand on RLFTF, which I'll go over in a second. He is in Connecticut right now, and his power is out. And so he was trading mobile, and he still managed to make 2 grand. And, I took this trade too. We both sold too soon. RLFTF bounced 36% off the lows. We each took like 5 or 7%. So you don't have to, even be, 100% on. But also, it's not just about big money too. Like some people say, like, oh, you only talk about your big students. I'm very proud of every student. We all start somewhere, and you should actually start with a small account. So Tommy D, he ended July with a $1,500 profit. Not bad for a new challenge student. But this week alone, $1,550. So look at that improvement, just, literally week after week. It's pretty amazing. And Henry L., also another dedicated challenge student. If you guys are in the challenge chat room, you see both of these guys asking questions. They're fantastic students. 1,400 in July, and now this week, 2,300. And he's like, it's happening. I love it. And so I posted this little picture because it's true. Like, you have to get on the right path. Like, the reason why we have this boot camp, some people will say, Tim, you already have so many videos. I'm trying every single way to get you on the right path. Because the cool thing is that I've been teaching now for 12 years, And there's a very specific path that leads to big profits. If you look at all of my top students' profit graphs, they're all the same. We're all different people. We're all trading different stocks. We show all of our trades. We make mistakes. We try to stay humble. But there is one clear and definitive path that I took 20 years ago when I first got started trading. Okay. And my whole job is to get you on that path. So daily recaps, weekly recaps, boot camps, webinars, alerts, watch list, commentary, all of it is designed to help you get on the path. So I'm going to post this link right under this video. You're going to be shocked at how cheap this 30-day boot camp is. And it really is pretty amazing, and it's been a team effort. My whole team worked to put this together. There's quizzes. It's very interactive. It's actually pretty cool. But props to these upcoming students, Tommy and Henry. Keep it up. Don't get cocky with your, profits in 1 week more than your entire last month. And it's not always, a straight line. It's not like, oh, okay, you made 1,400 or 1,500 in a week and now you're going to be a millionaire. No, it's a long process. I always say it's a marathon and not a sprint. But at least they have a taste and they can start seeing how this, can really start stacking up. I included this chart too. And this is the power of tiny gains added up over time. And a few of my other challenge students, Kay Qureshi, banked 494 on IGEN. Mitchell Madden shorted MARA, made 305. Mr. Bean didn't make his daily goal, but he did his weekly goal. And then K1DL4T made 600 on AMC. I alerted that. There was some new law change. Thank you, Stocks to Trade breaking news for that news. That was actionable and amazing. And one thing I will say about this chart, small gains do add up, but be careful, Mr. Bean. Okay. I don't really like the whole idea of daily goals or weekly goals. You should try to let the plays come to you, because if you start saying, oh, I haven't met my daily goal or I haven't met my weekly goal, then you start forcing trades where maybe the setup isn't that great, but in your own mind, you have to, meet this ridiculous, unnecessary and potentially dangerous goal. So I will just say, no, Mr. Bean, good job on the 5K, but change your mindset. And everybody else, do not have specific daily, weekly, hourly goals. You're not getting paid by the hour. You're not getting paid every week or every 2 weeks. Remember, 90% of traders lose, okay? A lot of that is due to lack of preparation and forcing trades when there are no great trades. So I would rather you not even make a trade on the day if you don't see anything truly great than try to force a trade and maybe you get lucky, maybe you win a little, or maybe you lose a little, but you forced it. I would rather you stay patient, but that's just me. Also, a Millionaire financial coach, he just started joining. It's actually pretty funny. We're on like a podcast, I guess, a few years ago, and he like wrote me off, but now he's like, okay, let me try it. And he made 674, won 3 out of 5 trades, and he's giving important lessons. Like average gain is 8.8%. That's very similar to mine. My average gain is like 7%. Never buy with market orders. Correct. Limit only. Correct. Cut losses quickly. So much to learn. But he seems to be on the right track, so I like that. Also, Joseph, good job, RLF, TF, and OPGN, 350 for the day. And he gets it, building his small account. He's got the right mindset. Jake, first $1,000 day. Congrats, Jake. Panic dip buys. I love panic dip buys too. Here's Yave. Blew up multiple accounts several times. Now I put 4,000 into a Robinhood account. And he's trading options with Mark Crook. Mark Crook is one of my Millionaire students, and now he trades options. So good job with that. Zach also, OPTI, BP, SR, 2 runners, making, roughly 350. Look at this. Just compare this for a second. Joseph making roughly 350 on the day. And then also Zach making roughly 350 on the day. Okay. So it's all about these small gains and small trades adding up. I really think this is such a vital skill for so many people, where, you try to go for home runs and you think that it's all about huge gains, but it's not. Small gains really do add up. Also, Max, good job here on OPGN. Let me just go over my trades on XTRM. So this was a recent runner. I like panic dip buys. I was panic dip buying it, I think, pretty much every day since the crash. And it went all the way up to 3 cents and it's come down. It did not really. Yesterday it bounced actually much nicer, but the bounce was midday, so I didn't stick around for that. Today we had a quick bounce, but it couldn't hold. So I got out for small profits on that. Then I was looking for other recent winners, for potential dip buys. VYST has been strong, so I wanted a giant panic, but we didn't really get a giant panic. It went down from 10 to like 8, so like 20%. And I got in here in the low eights, not because it was such a great panic, but because also the company tweeted an image of their new air purifier. So I thought, okay, maybe it has a chance at bouncing just because it's a decent panic, and we have this new air purifier tweet, and the company actually, included their own ticker in the tweet. So they're clearly trying to hype themselves up, and I made a little on that. But my best trade, well, I had two other trades, but RLFTF, I didn't nail it on this giant dip to 55. I got in on this little dip right in here. You can't even see it on a 3-day chart, but there was a dip right here. I got in on this little bounce, this little one, and I made nearly $2,000. And Jack Kellogg got in on this from like I think 55 to like 62 or 63. I got in from like 58 or 59 to 63, and he got this. I had a little bigger position, but we each made $2,000, and we each missed the bounce up to the 70s. But then I also had one trade late day on GAXY, which had already started spiking. This is a common question. People are like, how do I find the next big spiker before it starts spiking? And I say, I don't care. I'm interested in, spikers that are already happening, and then I try to piggyback it. And that's what happened here. This had already spiked. I'm not a big fan of sub penny stocks, but this was spiking into the close. So I thought, let me be aggressive. It's a speculative market. It's a Friday afternoon. So it was already spiking from the 5s to the 7s. I bought it in the 7s. I held it for a little bit. It was in the 8s, but I was like, no, I think this can keep running. And it got up to 0.09 a few times. And I sold it on one of these spikes into 0.09, sorry. And I made, roughly a grand there. So all of these, added up together, added up nicely for me to, 4,700 on the day and 25K on the week. No huge wins, just lots of $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 wins. And the losses I have are 100, 200, 300. I did get a little sloppy earlier this week with SINT, a $1,900 loss. I have to bring that up because it's a very slippery slope once you start getting into losses. So I did pretty well. And again, I donate 100% of my profits because I want you to understand that I prioritize my students. I could probably make much more if not even probably, I definitely would make much more if I didn't spend my time making videos like this with watch lists, with commentary, helping people. Like I have more emails and tweets and everything. Like if I did none of this stuff to help people, I could probably make 50 grand today and 250 grand on the week. But who cares? What purpose would I have? I used to be that guy before I got started teaching. I made millions before I got started teaching. And right now, yes, this is a hot market, so you can make more. But at the same time, I love teaching. So I like showing you that you can do this literally from trading from the pool. I like doing this and showing you that, you can donate 100% of your profits or 5% or 10%, whatever you want, or you don't have to donate at all. You can give it to your mom. You could, build a house. Roland, one of my newest millionaire students who turned 4,000 now into over $1 million, he built his own dream home and now his wife doesn't have to work. Leave a comment below. I'm curious, what will you do when you achieve financial success? Are you going to, buy a nice car? Are you going to buy a nice house or build a house? Are you going to spend it on your family? Are you going to donate it to charity? Are you going to travel the world? Are you just going to save? It doesn't matter. There's no one right answer. I'm curious what motivates you because I like showing you, my goals and how they've evolved. I never thought that I would love teaching and, giving all of my trading profits to charity. But when you travel enough all over the world, there's only so many luxury pools that really, I mean, give you like that adrenaline rush. I still appreciate it all. I'm grateful for it all. I'm from a small town in Connecticut. But at the same time, like, this is Tulum, and my villa was beautiful, and we had our own chef, and, it was like literally the best guacamole I've ever had. It was amazing. But at the same time, when we went out of the villa, it was a very poor area, and we actually built 10 libraries with my charity, Karmagawa. That's why we're in Tulum, to visit the libraries with Save the Children. Donated roughly $150,000 there, and that built 10 libraries, which is pretty sweet. And now we're going to donate actually to Save the Children, and like a dozen other charities for Lebanon and Yemen. I got to write a whole press release this weekend, because we're expanding. And for me, I like teaching, but I like also saying, wait a minute, it doesn't matter how rich you get if there's no planet to really enjoy it. And this picture might look beautiful, but there was plastic all in the water here. Not in our pool. Our pool was nice, but this is like a beach, and it wasn't as pretty as this picture makes it seem. So I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you. Our world has problems. The good news is, we created these problems, and we're also the solution. And I think that through education, through donations, through just living more environmentally friendly and eco-friendly, I think that we really can change things, very quickly. And just like, with, these students, people who are really putting in the time, Doc Bryan, Jack Kellogg, Tommy D, Henry L, Kay Qureshi, Mitchell, Mr. Bean, Millionaire Financial Coach, Joseph, Jake, Jave, Zach, Max. So many people who are learning a little bit really adds up. I really like this chart, the power of tiny gains. Okay. I really cannot, overestimate the importance of this. And it's not always going to be perfect, but if you start, really controlling your losses and aiming smaller, you can get more aggressive later on. That's what Tim Grattani did. If you look at Tim Grattani's earlier trades, I mean, he is my top student now with 13 million in profits, but his early trades, he's making 10, 20, 30, 50, $100. He had a quote trading implosion where he lost $12. And I would rather you learn how to, win small and really control your risks. And that way you can get more aggressive later on. But a lot of people think, oh God, it's going to take forever to make a lot of money. But people really underestimate how quickly knowledge adds up, and when you watch this, boot camp, you really will be shocked at what, you can accomplish. I mean, again, Matt Monaco is the one who I did this with, and, he was making 5, 10, his best month was 19 grand. And then the very next month after we, filmed, I mean, he's making triple, quadruple, even quintuple, all in like a month or two. And this is his year 3, mind you. So it's not like this 30-day boot camp like changed him completely. He was already on the right track, but I think it solidified a lot of things. And then obviously there's a hot market too. So it's about preparation, meeting opportunity. And right now there's a ton of opportunity, which, I'm grateful for, because Robinhood has gotten all these new people into trading. Commissions have come down. We have this hot stock market with so many people, quarantined and staying home, and people losing their jobs, which I feel terrible about, but now you can actually learn to make money from home. So there's a lot of cross currents, and it all adds up to so much trading opportunity every day. So this 30-day boot camp could not have come soon enough. So again, there's just going to be one link underneath this video. Click it. It's going to take you to this page. You just have to click this red button. Yes, I want to start the 30-day boot camp, and you can watch it anytime. Like we just released this yesterday. We already have some students who are like on day 6 or day 7 of like the assignments. Or, you could just be on day 1. It doesn't have to be a straight 30 days. But I do encourage you to really start this weekend. Spend nighttime, spend when the market is closed to really work on your game. No different than like Kobe or Jordan, or any great athlete, Ray Allen. I don't know why I'm just picking all NBA players, but that's just who I'm thinking of, where they're practicing their shots when there are no games, so that when it's game time, they look flawless.